Well, hello, boys and girls. This is Models here. Welcome back to Tekkit Legends. So, in the last episode, we were stuck in a little bit of a thing. We were doing the Railcraft thing, and over here in my transmutation tablet, I can look now, Railcraft, and this is the thing that we were looking to do. And we had an issue because this thing required a soul sand to craft, actually. So if we check on the recipes, we required a soul sand to craft it. So we do not have that. And the other way to make this is with this infernal block brick, but I'm still not sure how to get it. Anyhow, so I had to go to the nether, right? So I had to make a trip to the nether and get the soul sand somehow. So I wanted to do it with a little more style. I mean, if I'm going to make a nether portal, I want to make it with style. So what I did is, well, you can see it from here, it's that thing over there. And as you can see, it's the water. It's not it's not a nether portal. Why? Because I don't want it to have I don't want it to be on all the time. So I guess you guys have seen this already, the dispensers for to turn it on and off. But how about this? I put a monitor here, so if I click on, it will turn on. If I click off, it will turn off. How is that? So as there you can see it. It's actually pretty simple. It's not even that difficult, actually. It's just a computer sending a pulse. You can see it on the back over here. So there's that computer, and it's connecting to the monitor through this. And the code is really simple. If you guys want to see it, I'm just gonna show it to you. Edit startup. There we go. It loads my API to put the screen, and it loads that image, which is just two buttons. And then over here is just an infinite loop, just looking for this event monitor touch, which will pull out the variable number 3, which is the row, pretty much. If you click on the first row, then it will send a pulse. You know, it will send a pulse on a redstone output. Wait for a little time, and then put it back again. And if you press the second row, which is to turn off, it would actually deploy these first three lines. It will say deploy the water bucket, and then do it again to put the water back out. So that's why it's kind of really fast. I mean, this is the fastest you can get, and that's it. It's just a loop looking for this event, and depending on the road you click, it's gonna do something like that. And this is my API, just to make the screen. I mean, I could put like decoration and other colors and stuff like that. I mean, I could do it by hand, but I think it's easier for me just to the API. Anyhow, so alright, so I went to the nether. I found out what is it, ghast and a few mobs and stuff like that. I went mining and stuff like that as well. And yeah, so long story short, I came over here, I made the furnaces, and here it is. I did change the line. I mean, it was full of torches, but how do you guys think about this? So I put all these blast furnaces over here, and as you can see, they do have block of irons. They're just waiting for their coal coke to come in here. Now for the coal coke, and as you can see, I did work a little bit. I'm setting up this stuff over here in block of coal. They will make coal coke, and same thing here, and same thing here, and same thing there. And everything is actually connected to the network over there on the other side. And what's going on here, I have a logistic fluid extractor pipe, which as you can see is actually extracting a little bit of that liquid of this creosote oil. And over here I got a chassis mark II, and I think we saw this last episode, and it's actively going to extract the block of coal coke, and it's actively going to supply the block of coal whenever it has. So basically it will just stay there. I don't have anything making block of coal on the other side, but otherwise this thing will be full. But anyway, this was a stack, and by 49 this thing is full. So once coal coke is made, it will definitely go and get input into here. And over here, there you go. It will put the block of coal coke, and it will put a stack of block of iron. And on the extractor side, it will pull out a block of steel. So it's not a thing of the other world. Just what do you put in and what do you extract, and they work pretty fine. Now on this side, I made these rolling machines, right? And turns out that you can put this crafting logistics pipes, the same as I have on the big wall of crafting, and as soon as you put a recipe here, the last recipe you put here is not going to be pulled out. So when you leave this here, you can just come to this thing over here where you can put a wrench, just click import, and it will put the recipe there. So there you go, iron plates, steel plates. Over here, I have a lot of other things that I can make with rails and stuff like that. So I was looking for a way to get the liquid, the creosote oil, out of those tanks, not tanks, but out of those furnaces over there. What are they even called? I totally forgot. These things, the coke ovens, um, or whatever they're called. I was looking for a way to get it out, and obviously I'm starting to extract, but where do I'm going to put it? So I could have just put it on the normal Railcraft tanks. Um, this one's over here, and I can just stack a lot, but they really don't hold that much. So I was going to go for this Railcraft huge tanks, and obviously the steel tank holds more. So I went ahead and crafted recipes for them. As you can see, there is a steel ingot, which is crafted because I'm receiving blocks of steel. So I just had to make one of this just to make that into ingots, and so here it is. It makes the iron tank walls and um, the steel tank walls, and then I needed the glass pane because these recipes for the gauges, they do require the glass panes, and I mean it's pretty simple. So it can craft automatically. I can just come here and just order whatever I need. I actually have some steel tank walls and other residues because I already made a tank. On this side over here, there you go. I made an easy one, just a 5x5x5. And I'm thinking to put all the liquid in here. Now this liquid is going to be used to actually, where is it at? Creosote oil. Well, it's going to be used for putting it into, what is this thing is called? There we go. We put it into this creosote bottles because we need a bottler to put it in here. Or, yeah. So you can put it with the bottle, right? And then what you can do with it is craft this wooden ties, or make some type of special type of wood and stuff like that. So and you need this to make a couple of rails and stuff. So yeah, that's the deal. You need a lot of that liquid. So anyway, I'm just gonna put it here until I start my project of the underwater base, where I'm gonna go over there. We build a dome, and I want to go there by Railcraft. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set up over here the liquid input over here, and I'll come back and I show you guys how is that working out. Hey, welcome back. So here it is. I came over here. I have already 31 buckets in there, and all you need to do after you got the extractor, the fluid extractor pipes over here, so as you can see they're trying to pull out some fluid. You pull it up in the logistic pipes network, and over here it's just a basic logistic fluid basic pipe. So it's just really nothing really. There is like the insertion pipes and all these request pipes and all this other stuff. You just need a basic one, and the only way to configure it, as you can see, is not pulling anything. You come here with a wrench, you put what type of fluid you want here. It will set up to creosote oil, and look at that. Everything is getting automatically extracted, packed it, and everything is being sent into here, and everything is falling in there. And it's pretty fast. As you can see, it will pretty much pull everything, all the liquid out of here, because it's set up to automatically extract it out of these places. So it would automatically extract it, allowing space for more block of coals being crafted. As you can see, this thing is on, and as soon as a block of coal comes out, it will definitely be coming into one of these what is it called, blast furnaces. So yeah, this setup is pretty much done. It will start crafting those what is it called, the steel ingots and the steel blocks and stuff like that. And yeah, so if Jivas, you're looking at this video, check that out. This is the real way to do steel block ingots. If you wanted to do like a big project, you needed a big setup like this. Everything is automatic. Everything is working with EMC on the behind the scenes. So You don't need to worry to craft anything else. You just let this machine roll for a bit and that would work. Alright, so next thing we need to do, what I want to do is make a checklist, right? So I have this advanced monitor over here. It's just connected to an advanced computer. I did a couple of tests, so now it's computer number 3 and the monitor is also number 3. So over here I have just a little basic setup over here so I can access to the computer and touch it from outside. So over here I'm gonna go ahead and download, get my uh, what is it called? My layout editor. So that's the code if you guys want to have it. And this code would automatically download an API. And here it is. It's actually pretty simple to use. You left click over here, monitor selection. It says right click the monitor to select. So you select the monitor you want to use. It will show you that animation and it will be selected already. So as you can see, it's over here. So over here, I'm just gonna write something like uh, just you select the background color. This is the foreground background color. I'm gonna select the background color and maybe just make it like this. I'm just like left clicking. I have the right click press down and I'm just moving my mouse around here. And as you can see, put it here. As already the foreground is white, so I can put it over here to do checklist, something like that maybe. And let's see how this looks. I'm gonna save this file, and you put a name on it. So I'm just gonna call it CHL, so checklist, because what I want to do next is download another file. This other file would be the actual checklist. I used to use it in another the series of Tekkit, what is it, Tekkit Lite, I believe. And this one will help us to do just to keep track of what we're doing. So paste bin get, this is the code for the checklist. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna need to change a couple of things, but it will be fine. So I'm gonna say that a startup because it should start up like that. And if I run it like that, it will say that. So edit startup. Let's see what is wrong over here. So it says the peripheral wrap. It's trying to wrap on the left, right? So this is not the side that the monitor is on. So what we need to do is actually put the right name of the monitor. So that will be monitor underscore 3. And I have a Japanese computer, so I have to I don't have access to this right here, the underscore, because my keyboard is in Japanese, so I have to type it outside and copy paste it here. So anyway, that will link the monitor there, and then over here we have a list of just stuff that we need to do. And there's a data type, the load list. It will load a list from a text file, and here it is. So everything should be working fine until now. Here it is, the term clear, and okay, it seems like everything should be fine. Let's try to run it. Yeah, it works fine. So as you can see, this thing will just show you this stuff, and you can right click it to say that you've done it or not. And I think we need to put something like in here. You see, maybe this is the 1, 2, 3. So I need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until the last one. All right, so let's finish this with Control T and exit here and enter to the monitor screen editor, and then we're gonna open the file CHL, which is down there, and as you can see is here. And over here, I believe I just need to put like brackets, just like that. So bracket, 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 and I think it was like all the way down to here. So I'm just left clicking and putting the thing. Now here I can left click here, put the closing bracket and put a space to delete that, and I can click outside and I come out of the edit mode, and let's see if this actually works. We'll save it as the same thing. It doesn't have any warning or whatever. We'll just automatically save it on top of it. Start up, and yeah, a mistake. I need to put it one more to the right, so I'm gonna stop this thing. go again to the ME, and I just needed to move it like one to the right, and that should be fine, right? Yeah, it's so open again, CHL, and I need to put space. Click here, space, open bracket, space, close bracket. So just like this, just like this. And then here, space and close brackets. There we go. Now that should be fine. Now I want to do a kind of greenish color for the foreground. Now I can just left click and drag, and it will change it. And the background is black, so it doesn't change. If I change the background to red, it will actually change the background like that. So if you left click, it will enter to text edit mode, so you just need to press enter to get out of that text edit mode, because otherwise your mouse is not going to work. There we go. So we did that already. As you can see, monitor underscore 3, and it gives you all the data and stuff like that. You can change the text size as well with this plus and minus buttons over here. And this mode single, don't worry about that. So save CHL, and now we can exit this program that I made. Startup, and yeah, there we go. So now we have this stuff. So all we can do here is just tell what we did or not. And over here in the computer, you can see that it says to modify, left click on the line, to check unchecked, right click on the line, to remove, middle click. So if I middle click this, it will disappear the text. If I left click, it will give me an option to write something, and until you press enter. And if you right click, it will just mark it as done if you want to use the computer to mark your checklist. So I'm gonna middle click this stuff, and now I'm gonna go ahead and do a list of stuff that I need to do. So for now, I need to go ahead and do something about the bees, right? So the bees, we're talking about Gendustry. And after working on the bees, we're gonna probably go work on something else. I need to work on that dome. I want to have the YouTube list, so the YouTube subs, the display for that. So okay, and what else we need to do? I think for now this should be this should be okay. So for Gendustry, we need to go ahead and start that. So yeah, this is it. The computer will stay there. I think one thing that I need to do is actually give it a name. So label set checklist, whatever, it's fine. Reboot, and as you can see, the computer would reboot, and this thing would the names that you put there, the check marks that you put there, everything is going to be saved on a file, and even after you finish the game or come back or start up the computer again, it would remain with this information in there. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so next thing we need to do is go ahead and start with the Gendustry stuff. So now for that, I want to go over here, Gendustry, and we need to start to get all this good stuff over here. So I'm going to start with the stuff that has EMC, so the genetics labware, the blank gene sample, and stuff like that. So it is not that hard. You just need a couple of things. So let's see what we need in here. Tin, redstone, diamond, glass panes, sturdy casing, which is just bronze ingot. Okay, so I'm going to get the good stuff, and I'll be right back in a second. Alright, so here we are. I am making some other kind of chips over here. I put a couple of stuff in here, the golden chipset, this is what I'm working on right now. So I'm going to need a couple of stuff. We'll check it up in a bit. So first of all, we're going to need a couple of these things. So power module is just like that. Oh gosh, what that I don't have. Piston, oh, we don't have the bronze gears, so let's make some gears. And the gears, we're just going to teach it. And pull out some more gears, and then shove the gears there. Now, oh gosh, I used all my bronze. That's not good. Anyways, so I can come over here, put this in there. And bronze has CMC, so I just put it in there. Boom. Okay. We should be fine now. Next thing we need to do is this sturdy casing, which is just moss bronze. Just put it out here, put it in there, get a stack. put it up there. Okay, perfect. Next thing we need to do is get this power module. I think we got the power module already. No, we haven't. And this thing has EMC as well, so just put one out here, put it in there, put a stack, because we're going to need a couple. What else we need in here? This mutagen tank, which glass panes and thinning guts, and the glass panes I already had somewhere. And this mutagen tank has EMC, so again, same thing, just put it in here and drop it in there. Perfect. This is actually looking pretty good. What else we need? Genetics labware. This is going to be a really important part of our thing. We're going to need it not right now, but we're going to need it for later on. When we're setting up our stuff. We need those blank templates. Where it is? Oh, there it is. And again, we just need one for now to get a stack out. Well, what else we need? From down here, we need the genetic template over here, which is how do you make this thing? There we go. That easy as that. So just teach it, pull up stack, and this should be fun for now. Actually, we're not gonna need this stuff right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and consume it. And now we need to start crafting these machines. Now there's a mutagen producer, the mutatron, the industrial API. I think the first thing we need to do is to get those APIs running. So we need the glass. It seems like I have everything I need. No, I don't. What am I missing? And this thing has EMC, so that's great. I think the B receptacle does the thing I didn't craft. So I need a weighted pressure plate. So I'm gonna grab this too, get the weighted pressure plate, and smash it in there. There you go. So now I can probably craft this thing over here. There you go. And it has EMC as well, so that's perfect for us. There we go. And now I can put this thing up here, get everything out of this place, and now I can craft this thing, industrial APIs. And it has EMC, so that is glorious. So with this, I can pull out some APIs when I need them. And these are amazing. I'm gonna show you guys when everything is done. Now this mutatron would allow me to do any mutations, but there is an advanced one over here. Where is it at? The mutatron, the generating printer, genetic sampler, advanced mutatron. So we need these one over here. And obviously to craft this, we need to make the mutatron. We require network cores we don't have, and we need the genetics processor. And we're gonna start needing this genetics processor stuff. So this thing is just made like this. So that's the reason why a long time ago we crafted, here it is, this chipset, pulsating chipset, and we're gonna need the golden ones, which I was working on right now. So just slap it in there, and as you can see, the generics processor is there. So I can take this out, put this thing in here, just click it like that, and it's actually pretty fast. So I'm just gonna let this thing go out, let it a little bit like that, and obviously the generic processor would fall in here. There we go. I didn't want it to waste all my pulsating chipsets. And those ones will start being, believe, just put in there. Oh no, they would actually fall into this place because these belong to Gendustry Mod, so it's fine. I'll put something else for the Gendustry Mod later on. So you put this one here, and the mutatron. There we go. Now let's see. I think we can make this. Yay! So, okay, we got the mutatron, but we don't need the mutatron. We need the advanced mutatron, and this is what we're gonna need. And we need that nether quartz right now. So, nether quartz right there. And obviously we don't need a stack of it, but you know how we are. All right, so we got the advanced mutatron. It's in there. Perfect. It's a beautiful little machine here. It does require a couple of things. It requires energy, and it requires this fluid, which is mutagen, which is created with a mutagen producer, which the guy has. It has EMC. Oh well. All right, so this thing is crafted just like that. It has EMC, so mutagen producer. Yes, please. Nice. So okay, what else we need to craft over here? We got that. We got that. Generating printer, genetic sampler. Alright, let's see if we can make this stuff. Generating printer doesn't have any AMC, genetic sampler, and we can't craft the genetic sampler. What are we missing? I think we're missing genetics processor, aren't we? Yeah, we do. So let's get some more genetics processors because some of them are done. just slap it in there, and there's genetic sampler. Hold on, genetic printer, sampler. Oh yeah, sampler is the next one. All right, perfect. We got the sampler, and now we need to add. We got that one. The protein liquefier, the DNA extractor. These are stuff that, well, we will need it anyway. So here it is. It has EMC. DNA extractor does not have EMC. So let's teach this guy over here. This one doesn't have EMC. What else do we need? So we got that. We got that. We need that genetic transposer. This one right here. And it doesn't have EMC as well. And the genetic replicator, which we don't have any more of these guys. Nor here or there anymore. Uh-oh. Well, we can probably craft a couple more of them. That's fine. Just like that. And I think we are pretty much done with the genetic replicator. Nope. What else we needed in here? So we need 2 of those. Static casing power module. We should be fine, actually. Oh, I just put it in there, but I haven't pulled them out. Huh? There we go. Alright, so one more comes out. It will pop out of there, come into here. Perfect. Sweet. So now we can craft one of the last machines in here. And next thing I'm going to craft is this stuff over here. The emulations and all this stuff, because these the industrial APIs, they require some the upgrades over here. So you know, it will be always day, it will have the flowers it needs, you can change the temperature, you can emulate a biome, and you can make it automatic, and you can stabilize it. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with these upgrades over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and craft this stuff, and I'll be ready for next episode. In the next episode, we are gonna go ahead and do our setup, so you can see how the bees are gonna start working out. So, but right now, as you can see, I got some machines. All I need to do is just to set them up and get them ready to start running. And I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do with this thing, with this what is it called? With the bees, because the bees are really powerful. They're actually almost cheaty. So this is it. I guess I'm gonna cut it up here. I'm gonna cut it up short, but I'm trying to make this episodes pretty fast. So and next episode probably is gonna be some Pokemon stuff, Pixelmon. So anyway, see you guys later on. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.